Welcome back to Northern Living TV. Today we're working on the Ford again. I'll be showing you guys how to replace the lockers on a Dana 60 front axle, and I'll be showing you how to replace U-joints on a drive shaft without a vise or a press. Okay, so what you're going to need is hammer, set of pliers. You never know what size you're going to need, and they don't have to be snap-on, but it helps. So what you got to do first is you got to take these little clips out. Now, these ones shouldn't be rusted in too bad because I have to do these every 2 weeks with the driveline angle that I'm running. So they come out fairly easy. Okay, so now what you want to do is these are all buggered up, so we don't really care about these. We're going to beat these down to pop this cap out. Like that. We'll go the other direction. Sometimes I need some loving. There's one. Multi-purpose pliers. That's how you get it out. To get these back in, you want to take these caps off. Be real careful because there's little needle bearings in there. If they fall out, they just cause havoc and nothing will go together nicely. Doggone needles let go. Place in there. What you want to do is first things first. Put your grease nipple to the outside so it's easier to grease. Pop your U-joint in there. Put the cap in from the bottom. Drop the U-joint in. Sometimes you're going to have to buff these caps or buff inside of here so everything slides together nice, but this one's been done a time or two, so it doesn't need that. We'll tap that one in a little bit. It doesn't need it. Now for this one, you don't want to tap that first one in all the way until you have this one lined up. Throw it in there, line it up with your U-joint. Sometimes they press in, most of the time they don't. You gotta tap them. Get that one in there where we need it. Hold that down, hit this one in. Now you want to get them in far enough so that you can get your snap ring back in there. At this point, all you gotta do is throw your snap rings back in. This is why we have more than one plier out here. Make sure it's seated all the way in there. Throw your grease nipple back in, and you're ready to throw this back on the truck. Okay, to replace these lockers on the Dana 60 axles, the bolt size might vary. Sometimes they're Allen keys, sometimes they're Torx. You're just going to want to pop all these out. Cap should pop right off. You're going to want to steel through these bolts. Pull this lock ring out in here. Pull the inner snap ring out. Snap ring pliers would likely work better. And take your two bolts that you pulled out of your cap, thread them back in. And pull. Now there is your locker. Okay, now to reinstall this, you just do the exact opposite. Slide it back on your axle. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it around to get it all lined up. that in until it stops. Get your bolts out. Boom. Throw your snap ring on. Throw your cap back on there. She's ready to rock. So we got lots of projects to do out here. This old girl's gonna be getting some new parts here soon. We got some other projects going on. That Blazer's getting a new motor. That green pickup is sold. And we are going to be purchasing another lifted up Ford like this. We're gonna throw some big tires on it. Hope you stick around to see it. It's fancy new mics, so I'm gonna see how well these things work. We'll see how that sounds.